I'm a lifelong Star Trek and Star Wars fan experiencing classic era Doctor Who for the first time, and I have reached the fourth part of the Web Planet serial. So before getting onto that, just a quick reminder that I do appreciate donations via PayPal, if and only if you can afford to do so without causing yourself any financial hardship. And please also like and subscribe, very much appreciated, as the more people who subscribe, the more conversation ensues because people are finding the channel, and that is a great motivator for doing these with a higher level of regularity. Also check out the other content on the channel, including the Rewatch Project with Hannah and Mike, where we go back and rewatch some of our favourite film and television franchises, in addition to the other film, TV, music and general pop culture related goodness that cohabits this here channel. On the Rewatch Project, we are currently working through the science fiction space opera Babylon 5, and we are at the midpoint of season 2, so please come and join us for that if you feel so moved to do so. So Web Planet, Doctor Who. Been away from Doctor Who for a little while. Life has been a bit crazy recently. Life has calmed down now, so back into Doctor Who. I've missed it a lot. Actually went back and rewatched the first couple of episodes of this serial in order to refresh my brain. So let's see if that's worked, shall we? Doctor Who, Web Planet, Part 4. I laugh at this with the, from that ignorant perspective of modernity, But, I mean, really thinking about the context where the actors just stopped and looked at each other and were like, what on earth are we doing? And the sets and the props constantly.
It's the opposing force. The question is, which is the stronger?
There's no spoonful of sugar. It's not like now where there has to be comedy or music or, something, sex or violence, or there has to be some hook to engage with the modern audiences, because the feeling being that the science fiction ideas on their own are just too profound. But here it's just like, Doctor Who really separates the men from the boys, doesn't it? It's insane from the perspective of the complexity of the mythology that the episode is following. It's insane aesthetically. It just looks nuts. The Vaseline on the lens, the insane sound effects and sound design. But also the complexity of some of the staging as well is really ambitious, and some of it they pull off more than others, but you've got these multiple distinct alien looking races. The director must have just been like, oh my god, when they looked at the the production design and the script for this one. So ambitious. I'm really curious to see where this goes. It's great to be back in the world of Doctor Who. There's nothing else like it, certainly from this era. Star Trek did what Star Trek did, and it was much more, it was much slicker, and it was American. It had that kind of Kennedy-esque, post-James Bond nautical adventure to it. But Doctor Who is so much more surreal and English, and you're really seeing that here. So really curious to hear everybody's thoughts on this episode. Looking forward to seeing you in the comments. Likes and subscribes very much appreciate. Please do subscribe to the channel. It makes a really big difference in the discoverability of the channel. The more people who find it, the more conversation ensues, and that's a great motivator for doing this more often. So back really soon with the fifth part of the Web Planet. Back real soon. Bye bye.